Maya and Caden threw glances at Damon and Talia through the rearview mirror and observed how Damon held Talia gently in his arms.
"Since when did our alpha show kindness to victims of abuse?"
Maya asked Caden through their mind link. You meant to ask, since when did our alpha show kindness? Period. Caden corrected her and asked, Did you know about this?
"Nope," Maya responded. "Damon always picked up women quickly, but bringing one home marked this a first for him."
Maya pointed at the rearview mirror, indicating for Caden to look. Caden's eyes shifted just in time to see Damon adjusting his position so that Talia could sleep more comfortably while leaning on him. It seemed that Damon's taste in women changed, Caden said. I can hear you, Damon grumbled, and both Caden and Maya shrunk. If you want to discuss me, ensure the mind link stays between the two of you. Damon couldn't confirm if Maya and Caden stopped their gossip or if they just tuned him out. He knew that they meant no harm. Their comments lacked tact, but only because this involved his mate. If it concerned any other woman, he wouldn't have cared. He understood their questions about this unknown girl who suddenly appeared, but Damon felt unprepared to talk about her. In fact, even Damon knew little about her. However, he recognized her as his mate, found her scent appealing, and felt a connection when they touched. She had suffered mistreatment, and Damon needed to keep her close and safe. And that sufficed for him for now. Damon felt pleased that Talia agreed to come with him to his pack, and he didn't need to resort to forceful measures. In the Dark Howler's pack, no one would dare mistreat her, and he would ensure that she received whatever she needed and wanted. Damon couldn't forget the fear in her eyes and how pitiful she looked in that attic. Damon decided to take her with him spontaneously, and he had no plans for tomorrow or the distant future, but he knew that he would make sure Talia's life going forward became a happy one. He observed Talia and frowned at her injuries. Find us a hotel nearby, something further from the main road, Damon said through the mind link to Caden and Maya. Do you feel so eager to be with her that you can't wait? Caden asked with disapproval. They still had a long way ahead of them, and the girl looked hurt and tired. Damon grit his teeth in frustration. Why did Caden assume the worst? Okay, Damon's reputation with women didn't shine, but Talia obviously needed care and rest. He had self-control. She needs first aid, and we can have breakfast, Damon responded while suppressing his rage. He didn't want to snap and wake up Talia. Maya and Caden agreed with this. Food sounded like a good idea. They had left in a hurry on empty stomachs. Per Damon's instructions, Maya booked 2 rooms. She assumed that girls would stay in one room and boys in the other room, so she asked for 2 rooms with 2 beds each. Buy medical supplies for tending to cuts and bruises. Order breakfast in your room for me also. Let me know when it's ready. Damon sent them a message through MindLink. Maya and Caden gaped at the sight of Damon, who carried Talia carefully inside a room, and he closed the door behind him. Damon placed Talia on the bed gently, glad that she didn't wake up. She frowned a bit when her back touched the mattress, and he wondered if she had an injury there also. He sat at the edge of the bed and looked at her sleepy face full of bruises and cuts. Her upper lip and left cheek looked swollen, yet she still appeared beautiful. He took her hand in his and smiled when he felt a connection. After some time, Damon asked his wolf, Now what? What do you want to do? His wolf responded with the question. I want to hold her and I shouldn't. His wolf snorted in disapproval. Why do you resist? You know what will happen if others find out she is my mate. Everyone will target her. She seems vulnerable, and she already suffered too much. Damon's wolf didn't agree that Talia seemed weak. Anyone who could endure so many injuries and not dissolve into sobs must have strength. His wolf felt Damon's conflict, and he decided to help Damon understand his current situation. In that case, there's only one thing to do. Which one? Damon asked. Reject her, his wolf said. and they shared a piercing ache in the chest area as the invisible bond between Damon and Talia protested the idea. His wolf spoke again. "You can't do it because you know it won't do any good. That's why you couldn't leave her behind." Damon released a slow breath. What should I do? I can't let her go, and I can't be with her either. His wolf already felt pleased that Damon didn't reject Talia in the spur of the moment. He knew better than anyone how much Damon craved control. That represented Damon's way of dealing with the harsh reality. But this situation required Damon to win by letting go and allowing the bond to guide him. "I can feel your anxiousness, boy. It will turn out fine. Don't rush this. For now, keep her close and keep her safe. In time, you will know what to do." "Food is here." Caden's voice through the mind link jerked Damon out of his thoughts. Damon checked the time and realized that he lost about half an hour. That never happened before. He had stared at sleeping Talia and lost track of time. He concluded that this bond affected his mind significantly. "Damon?" Caden called after a minute. Damon knew that he should leave, but he found it difficult to separate from Talia. What if something happened? What if she disappeared again? He got an idea. "Caden, answer the call and keep it on." Damon instructed and took his phone to call Caden for a video chat. Damon placed his phone on the TV stand so that the camera pointed at Talia, and with this video call, he could keep an eye on her from another room. "Give me your phone," Damon demanded from Caden as soon as he entered Caden's and Maya's room. He nodded in approval when he saw Talia sleeping on the screen of Caden's phone. Damon muted the call so that they wouldn't wake Talia accidentally. "That's called a baby monitor," Maya said to Damon. "What?" "When you have a camera pointing at the baby while she sleeps so that you can see her from other parts of the house. A baby monitor," Maya explained. "Or surveillance," Caden added. "Will you tell us what's the deal with this girl?" Damon sat on the chair and took one plate that had eggs, bacon, and sausages. "Let me eat first. I'm starving." He shoved food into his mouth while stealing glances at Caden's phone, aka the baby monitor. Knowing that Talia slept there gave him peace. Damon narrowed his eyes and focused on the phone in order to confirm that Talia's chest rose and fell as she breathed. Other than breathing, she didn't move a muscle, and he needed to confirm that she lived. "We got the first aid supplies," Maya said and pointed at the bag that sat next to Damon, who didn't respond. "Damon?" Caden called. "What?" "The first aid supplies are there." Caden repeated what Maya said previously and then gestured to the empty plate in Damon's hand. "You said that you would tell us about the girl after food." Damon didn't realize at what point he finished food. He spaced out again while staring at Talia. Whatever symptoms he had, they got worse.